Listen, if you're feeling trapped watching markets wobble, wondering when the hell will this madness stop, good. That frustration? It means you're still awake. Everyone else is chasing the same shiny tech stocks, pumped up valuations, or whatever hype's hot this week. Meanwhile, they're getting burned over and over. But here's the kicker. Some smart money is quietly pulling out of this noise and jumping straight into farmland. And no, this isn't about nostalgia or going back to basics like some Pinterest fantasy. Look, farmland isn't sexy. It's noisy, messy, low-tech, and capital-heavy. So why are investors who actually know what they're doing moving serious cash into dirt? Because farmland is the one asset that just refuses to lose value when everything else is on fire. When inflation spikes, when stocks tank, or when governments go bonkers printing money, food production still has to happen. People don't stop eating. Crops don't stop growing. That is reliability, stubborn reality. No bullshit. But you can't just throw money at any patch of dirt and expect gold. Here is where most people fail. They see farmland as a passive, boring play. Wrong. This is an active, strategic game. You need to understand local water access, soil quality, geopolitical risks, crop cycles, and yes, even climate trends. You want farmland that's not just productive today but will appreciate because it can adapt or expand. And here's something most ignore. Farmland tied to emerging economies or places where food demand is exploding. That's the real edge. Quiet, uncorrelated cash flow with upside most aren't even seeing yet. Here's what you've got to do right now. Start looking at farmland not as land, but as the foundation of future wealth stability. Diversify off the paper assets that crash when panic hits. Next, team up with operators who don't just lease land and wait. They improve it, innovate with new farming tech, optimize yields, and understand commodity markets inside out. Don't get stuck being hands-off. Farmland demands brutal, hands-on intelligence at the ground level. And don't buy into the hype of REITs or farmland ETFs without digging deep. Ownership matters, control matters. Because when markets wobble, only the owners who control the land, water rights, and operations can act decisively. The rest will get squeezed, stuck with dry assets that feel cheap but bleed cash. Also, watch the political landscape. If you're blind to local laws or subsidies, your investment can be erased overnight. So, no shortcuts. Get boots on the ground or partner with insiders who live and breathe this stuff every day. Farmland is not a passive bet. It's a battle zone for the patient, strategic, relentless investor. You're probably sick of the fake optimism, the pumped-up next big thing that always blows up in your face. That's exactly why farmland is a vastly underutilized escape hatch. It grounds your portfolio to something real, something life-dependent. If you want out of the chaos, out of fleeting fads, start treating food production and land as a fortress, not a charity. Here's the brutal truth. Wealth built on illusions cracks easy. Land and food? They are as close to tangible as you get. So start rethinking how you allocate capital. Don't just chase short-term gains or flash crashes. Go after what survives and thrives, because it feeds billions and can't just be copied by a startup in a garage. This is not about playing defense. It's an aggressive repositioning for the next wave of real, stable power. Stop whining about what's broken in markets. Build what lasts. Land is where money runs when everything else fades away. Now take that seriously. Move fast and get yourself a piece of ground before the next wave of smart investors flood in. Because they're coming. And if you stay stuck in illusions, you'll get left behind, watching them reap what could have been yours. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check the featured link to discover more.